Sup guys, Juggalo here, and I got my controller taken apart. I already moved the thumbsticks and everything like that, or I haven't yet, but anyways, here is the controller right here. This is probably a version 3, since a lot of version 3s are coming around. But we're going to go ahead and install the right and left trigger, and they're blue. And I already took them off. Unfortunately in the video then I messed up, so then I had to restart everything, but hopefully you'll get the idea on how to put these on. They are a pain in the butt. They really are, and that didn't feel good. And also, you want to be careful because you can actually break these, believe it or not. So, take your time. This is what I'm doing, and then from there, you should be good. So, go ahead and basically you're going to take your spring that you took out and you're going to put this back in. There is a little nipple in there so you can see it. You're going to go ahead and secure that. Alright, and then we'll see how this process goes, and there might be an easier process, but I'm just doing something that I know that may work or might not work, so we'll see. Alright. So let me go ahead and check it to make sure nothing broke off on it, and I think it might have. If not, I have the black. So something did break off, no big deal. We can go ahead and just put back on the black bumpers that I had. So I'll show you how I do it. I just have to make sure I get the right trigger, which I did. And let me see, I have to make sure that something is truly missing, and I think there is, because yeah, so these things are easy to break, so trust me, they are a pain in the butt to do. So we'll see if my method will work. But this is what I like to do, is get the spring on first, and then from there kind of ease it in if you can, and then hopefully it'll stay, you know. So let me see. There we go, it's in. Alright, so that's how I do it, and it is a pain in the butt. So yeah, and then after this you're going to go ahead and prop this open, and what you can do, you take your screwdriver, stick it in that little hole, and then from there you can just manipulate the controller to the way you want it, and hopefully it'll fit in that little hole like so. You can remove the trigger or the screwdriver, and there you go. So we're going to go ahead and keep the black thing going, or I might do, how about we do blue on here, just give it some contrast. Hopefully I didn't break this one. Alright, go ahead and do that. Same deal, just make sure you know you're doing it right. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but and then from there so sometimes you might be able to get it on the first try. There we go, went on. Now we're going to go ahead and lift this up. Same deal, same process, just lift this up. So let me go ahead and rotate it. Lift that up. I can keep it up, and then stick my screwdriver in there, and then go ahead and get that into place, and then basically you're moving this side out and this side in, so it'll lock into place. So there you go. That is it. Voila. Got two triggers that work fine. We got blue, we got black, because I'm going to leave my enemies black and blue. But anyways, alright, let's get to this part. We're going to go ahead and do the easy stuff. We're going to go ahead and yank these off. It's the easiest part of the deal. Okay, yank that off. And now we're going to do the installation of the mod right here. Now this is pretty easy, and essentially you're going to have one side, if I can scroll down to the proper area, you're going to have this facing here, so the two corners, oops, sorry, let me zoom this in a little bit better. Okay, let me back it out. Alright, you're going to have four corners, and this little guy right here is you're going to have the two corners like this, and you're going to have the wire that connects to the controller right here at the top right. Okay, but first we're going to go ahead and do this one first over here on the other side, just because it's a little bit easier and everything like that. You have double-sided tape, so we're going to go ahead and take that tape off. Hopefully I can get it in the shot here. There we go. Going to take this other side off, and it can be a pain in the butt sometimes, but I hope you guys get the idea on how to take apart the tape. So once that's done, we're going to make sure that it's going to be the way I want it. So you're going to go ahead and get the two corners, and essentially you're going to solder the two corners like this. You're going to try to get it even as possible. You can move the double-sided tape around. It's not going to do anything or hurt anything. Okay? So that's down. And I have my soldering iron preheated already. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure it is going to heat up the solder quickly and efficiently the way I want it, real quick. So it does. But it probably ought to be a little bit broader for this kind of stuff. Just because of how long it takes to heat up the solder right here in this area, but it's okay. So this might take a little bit longer. Let me see where I'm at, because I am using a really skinny tip instead of a broad tip. So I might need to heat up my gun a little bit hotter. So let me crank it up a little bit. So this might take a little while in the video, and I do apologize, but I'm just showing you the proper way to do it. So okay, got one side. Now I just need to heat this up. Okay, and that's what I've seen in the video. The guy was doing essentially dragging solder over to the other area, which is completely fine. Well, I'm assuming it's fine because I'm going off of his tutorial. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and clean that up. Now we're going to do the other side, and we're just going to repeat the process, and I guess you're just making sure this is into place so it's not moving anywhere. And actually the guy brought the solder all the way down the sides here for some reason. So I don't know why, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and take the double-sided sticky tape off and repeat the process. Okay, one side off for double-sided tape. If you don't see it, it's peel and play more or less. Okay, now we're going to bring this over to the camera so you guys can see. And he has it. If I can pull the wires out without breaking, that'll be great. And this is what it's going to look like in the end, more or less. So that's what it's going to look like. And it is a little complicated because you are using double-sided tape, and I'm trying to just match the picture, but that's pretty much how it goes. Okay, now we're going to take more solder and we're going to go ahead and do those two spots right here. Now it's, oh yeah, now it's flowing the way I want it. That's how you want it to look every time if you can. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and do this side right here. And shouldn't take no more than 10 seconds, give or take, depending on the solder and everything like that. So no more than 10 seconds generally is the rule that you want to follow. Of course, the solder is not straight like I want it to, unfortunately. So, let me see if I can smooth this out now. There we go. Smooth it out a little bit. Alright, and that's it. Okay, next step I'll get back to in another video.